Hello everybody, this is Raven and I'm here with IncredulousMe.
Hey, folks.
And we are doing a new series called the Skunkworks, in which we take random ideas, most likely going to kill us at one point or another, and test them out and see if there's something to them. And we do it so you don't have to. So what's up first today?
Well, we're going to be looking at pulsator cannons and shotguns.
Alright, and so we're going to end up attempting to blow up targets and see what we can do and what we can make out of pulsators in a few different ways. We had a little bit of fun with this last night, and it's time to show you what we've got. So we will be right back. Alright, so here we have our ships, and we can check out the first one in the lineup that we're going to be trying out. I'm going to fly over here, and this is IncredulousMe's ship. Take it away.
All right, the first thing I want to discuss before I fire off is if you notice the three ships we have here, the bombs are all of a different geometry. Mine are running smaller bombs. There's a simple sign. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bombs apiece. Go down here, below us, the bombs are considerably larger. They're cubes. There, over there on the planetary annihilator, you see you have this large sort of, javelin shape. Now, what I've come to understand, I think what we both come to understand, is that the geometry is not just the amount of bombs you have, but the shape of the missile you create with them that that determines its damage and flight characteristics. So what we're likely to see here is the smaller bombs will, take out surface area, and this larger annihilator bomb will probably drill out a very large crater. Isn't that right, Raven? You said this was designed for planetary damage?
Yeah, the reason that that particular bomb, the one I'm showing right now, is so large is because once that enters planetary gravity, it can be as long as it needs to be, and it'll just keep continually fall into the planet. Now, out here in space, I'm not 100% sure how well it's going to do, but maybe we'll include a clip of this thing hitting a planet real quick, too.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get in and get ready to fire.
Alright, and I am going to jump into a course so that we can be in build mode for this.
Now, mine doesn't have a very long range.
Alright, so we are all set up. We can see the entire flight path. So shoot, fire when ready!
Alright, okay, here goes. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
Ended up being quite a
So
scatter
like I
cannon.
managed to push all the way through.
Quite possibly. Let's take a look. Build mode is excellent for this. You managed to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers and a single point into the 6th layer. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good penetration. I thought it would be.
Yeah. So for anybody that's wondering, the way that we're firing these off, for test purposes anyway, is using the structure menu, undocking all of them, and then firing the pulsators. You don't want to move after that or else they tend to go awry. So we're going to go ahead and try out my quad barrel cannon thingy-ness. Yeah. And sneak down here.
You'll give the
What's that?
Give the viewers a cockpit eye view. Gonna give the viewers a cockpit eye view of it.
Yeah, something like that. What I'll do is I'll show them all. I'll show all y'all guys how we go about this with the quad cannons. Now with the single one, obviously it's pretty easy. You can go into the weapons and just select one of these on docks here. However, for these larger ones, it's probably easier to just undock. So the first thing you want to do is you want to set up, exactly where you're shooting first before you do anything else. So then set your weapon like so. and then we go ahead and go to fix docking system, undock all. Now all of those should be undocked. And then we'll fire in 3, 2, 1, like so.
Okay.
And jump into build mode. Let's take a look. So if we compare that one, let's look at the first one here. So this is the small bombs, the 6-sided, right? And you get pretty good penetration on unshielded targets. And then down here,
Yeah.
this makes a nice, made actually a pretty nice big hole. And you can see that more than one place got hit. Now I'm not sure if that's like the server can't necessarily do all those computations for various, for several hits, but the premise behind, I believe, the quad shot here is if you're firing at a moving target, something's going to hit him. Hopefully.
It looks like what you could do is have the bombs that fired off of your, have those hit first to create a larger hole, followed by the smaller bombs to go in further for a deeper penetration.
That might be worth a try. We'll have to test that out. Alright. So we've got our 2 little holes there, and then I guess we'll see how the planetary annihilator works. Now mind you, we are doing this on a 200 speed server, so these things are going to move a little bit faster than some other, other versions. On a 50 speed server, the only thing that you can really use effectively is going to be one of those smaller, one of the first 2 that we fired. Not so much the planetary annihilator, unless you're pretty much already in a planetary gravity. But we may as well fire this off and see what happens.
Couldn't hurt.
Well, actually it could hurt, and it's part of the point, right?
Well, as long as it doesn't hurt us, it's fine.
God mode! Anyway, so we're going to aim this as best we can now. As you can see, there is a slight downside to this in that it's kind of hard to see through it, but whatever works. So this one I'll actually do the regular undocking. So once you kind of guessed at where it's going to be, you want to go ahead and undock. And make sure, wait until you see the message, and then fire. And chase it.
That moves surprisingly slow.
Yeah, it's because of that large mass, and we'll test this over a planet, and I'll show you how it was really meant to be used. But it's more of an armor-piercing type round, and it got down through 2 of our layers there, so four blocks
got about
deep.
the same depth as the bomb over here.
Yeah, so that's interesting. But now I'll spawn in a new version, and we'll go find a planet to blow up. So we will see you guys in just a few.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so we're back, and we are going to fire off the planetary annihilator at this particular planet so y'all can see exactly how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and bring build mode over here so it'll be a good spot to see. And there we go. So remember, one thing is if you use the undock command in either version, as in either, let's aim at something kind of flat so really get a good go. When you undock, wait a second or 2, because a lot of times it'll take a second to undock. Alright, so we're going to fire in 3, 2, 1. Assuming it's going to work. And, yeah, see, this is one of those things. Sometimes it doesn't properly undock. So we get to wait for the pulsator to come back. But yes, all this power storage is actually required for the massive pulsator.
No, the docking.
What's that?
Well, I've noticed the docking in Star Maze just a little like that.
Yeah. Alright, so here we go. We can do this one more time. I think I'm good. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Just a pulsator? Troubleshooting. Careful, that thing is undocked. But I think I might know what the problem is. Pulsator's not firing.
Your pulsator's not firing?
Yeah, it's not firing from the correct place. I think that's what's going on. There we go.
There it goes.
There we go. So you can see it's going to hit gravity and then just cause all sorts of problems. So yeah, that's
nice deep holes here.
exactly. And see, that's more of what the round was designed for. You can really you can get some nice big holes in there.
Few of those falling on the surface, or maybe one larger one, you might be able to drill all the way through the planet.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you can get it, you'd have to have a big flat base though, so that just keeps blowing up and it falls on top of the base over and over. It'd be tricky. I bet you could do it though. Sure, there's some sort of way to do it. All right, so yeah, I mean it doesn't look that big from up here, but when you get down there, it's pretty good. So that's our little teaser, if you will, or short episode. If anybody has any other ideas for things to do or things to try or a challenge for us, if you will, by all means, tell us and we'll give it a try. I believe that's about all. What do you got? Anything you got to say, Incredulous?
Not at the moment. Just give us your ideas. That's what you'd like to see.